Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Wednesday, November 11th, 2020 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I value my personal lessons around empowerment. And today is kind of a wow astro day. When I was looking at the chart, I was like, we have some pretty potent stuff that we're working with. And by potent, do I mean it's going to be easy? Definitely not. Does it mean it's going to be hard? Not necessarily. But are these lessons really powerful? Absolutely, 100% yes. So let me dig into some of the easier stuff before I dig into the wow. We have the moon shifting into Libra. The moon will be shifting into Libra at 8:09 a.m. So moon in Libra is following suit of Venus in Libra, like finding that harmony, finding that balance. Moon in Libra is interesting because emotionally it doesn't always want to be so reactive, and yet emotions happen. So part of that balance is allowing the emotions happen and then also allowing yourself to come back to your personal state of equilibrium, finding what that means for you in and through this, and not trying. Sometimes Virgo, or sorry, not Virgo energy, Virgo and Libra, this is where they have like that through line, but sometimes Libra energy can try to maintain, I am perfect, I am good, I am balanced, even when there's turmoil within. So that's why we always talk about with Libra stuff, finding that harmony within rather than pretending it on the outside or trying to make it harmonious for others on the outside. So the moon, if you're like East Coast or whatever, you may have kind of a slow morning, but with that lunar shift, we definitely kick some energies into gear. We are going to have a yod today. We have a Venus focused yod, and it is exact in their degrees. We will have Neptune in Pisces feeding in, one of the inconjuncts, and then we will have Lilith, Black Moon Lilith, in Taurus feeding in. Holy moly. And let me just say, because this is also a part of it, we are also less than a day out. I mean, yeah, less than a day out, depending on what time of the day you're watching this. But on Thursday, we have the meeting, the third and final meeting of Jupiter conjunct Pluto, conjunct Palace energy. And this is definitely feeding in lesson-wise into this yod, this Venus-focused Neptune Lilith yod. Now, it's also happening on 11/11. So we have this 11/11 amazing portal going on in and through this as well that we need to be very aware of. I have a kitty joining me. Oh, don't go away. Here, she hasn't said hi in so long. Say hi, Luce. She's like, get me away from here. Anyway, this 11/11 portal as well. And that's what it feels like, is this is a bit of a threshold for us to move through in regards to empowerment. And that's what I'm feeling. I'm definitely feeling past life ancestral pulling in this Venus-focused yod. So Venus in Libra is reminding us you have worth, you have merit, you have value, your talents, your creativities, that all matters, and you are here to bring that forward. You're also here to fully embody your personal beautiful yin energy. Now, Lilith and Taurus feeding in, well, a lot of us have been shut down in Lilith energy, whether in this lifetime or other lifetimes. And in this lifetime, still, the world is not fully accepting. I don't want to say it's not ready, because I believe the world is ready for it. And yet, the world is not accepting of that Lilith energy. And that really can squash. It really can squash the Shakti energy. Shakti is like the primal female force energy that moves through all of us. It can squash that energy. It can suppress so much by the squashiness of it. So that Lilith energy feeding in is reminding us, like, again, that harmony lesson with Libra. Do not keep choosing this outside harmony not at the risk, but for the suppression of this Lilith energy. Where within you is this energy that wants to roar, that needs to be spoken and heard and all of that? And again, the awareness that the world does not think it's ready. And so it's not always met with applause, right? And then we have that Neptune energy feeding in. And that Neptune energy in Pisces, definitely, this is definitely past life. This is definitely a lot of energies that have been indoctrinated in us. And I feel like a lot of it is through, whether it's religion or politics or whatever, that kinds of shuts down that energy. These institutions, these long-held institutions that have kind of imprisoned us within ourselves. So this is really a powerful energy. Now we take in that Jupiter, Pluto, Pallas representing patriarchal energies. That conglomerate happening over there in Capricorn is asking us all, where do you need to step into your personal authority? Where do you need to step into your personal empowerment? We all have things to say. They're not always going to be, I mean, the world's right now on very opposite ends of what should be happening, what's right, what's wrong, who should be elected, all of that stuff. And yet, can you stand in your own light and honor that voice and honor your personal empowerment? This is part of the energy that's needed to shift. Now, even if you're not ready for that, just even acknowledging that Lilith voice, acknowledging that part of you that beats or walks to its own drum, to the beat of its own drum, that is so important in this energy. So do keep that in mind. And even if you're just noticing where you're so shook up inside by not speaking that is also so important. And I will just say for the record, I can't believe how many spiritual people or the like who you would think would be like, yeah, speak your truth, roar your Lilith, will be the first people to kind of shut you down when you do. So I think just for awareness of that sometimes the people who we consider to be enlightened or the ones who we think will understand are some of the last ones to understand, and usually there is this karmic piece in that. So just keep that in mind through this. That being said, we are releasing strands of control, and yet we have this morality piece, the morality clause, that's still kind of keeping us stuck. Like, oh no, what will people think? The shoulds are out there. So it's very interesting, and yet I think we gotta jump for joy with this, the control, the pieces of control that are being released. That being said, this has all been an experience that is needed. And so we trust in that rather than finding so much anger and rage, like, you suppressed me. What was your lesson in that? Because there is lesson in moving through that empowerment piece. So I also have the Lovers card. And this is probably, good to be said too. This may be popping up in relationship as we move through the last few days of Mars retrograde, and we have this Neptune Venus in conjunct as part of this. There may be things, there may be illusions revealed, there may be past life energies coming up and being revealed. But that being said, it may not just be a romantic relationship because I got the We Are the World card. So this lesson is going to be facing us and coming at us for all angles. That being said, good luck with your personal empowerment piece. You can always look where Capricorn is in your chart to really understand where you're being called to step into your next level of empowerment. So, with that being said, you can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and stay curious. Namaste.